Can you explain a little bit how markets are created at the very beginning? Because I see that that is like people get excited and then they do big swaps and they end up losing money and giving opportunity for somebody else. So what's your expectation of how that market will evolve over the first maybe week?
Yeah, so the first pair that we're going to have on DexP3 is going to be a CDP to USDT0 pair. We need as much stable liquidity as we can get as quickly as possible. Once that kind of level is established, then people can start more easily doing things like using CDP for leverage, right? Like you mint some CDP, you go swap it for another asset, and or you swap it for FXRP or Flare and add that to your collateral, and now you've leveraged up. Technically, the protocol can do about 11x leverage before you run out of any edge there above the 110%. But doing that in the beginning is going to lead to losses if you are quickly selling your CDP, because it's not going to have enough liquidity to support that initially until we get enough liquidity in the pools. And if you do too much of that, it's going to lead to redemptions. So we can't stop people from doing that. Obviously, you can do it if you want to. My advice would be to pay attention to what you're doing, though, and pay attention to the rates that you're swapping at. Because if you're going to make an unfavorable swap to where you're losing, 2% on the swap, whether that's going to end up being worth it, it's hard to say. In the other direction, kind of similar thing, if you're not looking to mint your own CDP and instead are trying to buy it, just pay attention to what you're paying for it. Because if you're overpaying for it, one, the price is probably going to go back down because someone's going to mint and sell because they're going to see, hey, I can mint this dollar and sell it for, $1.02, and I just made 2%. So if you're trying to buy in, I would just pay attention to the liquidity, make sure you're not pushing that price up the liquidity curve too much with your trades. But also in general, my advice in almost every situation is to not buy into something to try to chase yield.